So what we're going to do is at the end of our lesson, we're going to use this candy bar to write an addition problem. Okay, I'm going to give each of you some pieces, not all the same because we want to make sure we get adding correctly, right? So everybody's going to have different amounts of pieces, and we'll see if we can add our fractions at the end. That will be our ticket out the door question, okay? So let's review fractions really quick. Here's a fraction. How do I represent that? How many pieces am I going to put all together?
3.
Ooh, I'm going to have 3, but how many does my circle have?
4.
4, right? So I'm going to divide it into 4 pieces. That 4 is the denominator. Good job remembering, Rito. And that tells us, Maddie, what does that tell us about the fraction? Is it part of it or all of it?
All of it.
It tells us all the number of pieces, the total number of pieces, right?
Good. Yeah.
Total number of pieces, right?
Yeah.
Up here on the 3, Raya, what does that tell me to do to this? What am I going to do? Anyone else remember what am I going to do for the 3?
Color 3.
I'm going to color 3 because that means that I have 3 of them, right? 1, 2, 3. What is that called?
Numerator.
Good job, guys. Numerator. And what does that tell me? This number tells me how many that I have, right? Or asked for. So that's the number that I have, or that they asked for, right? So if they ask for the shaded ones, you're going to look at the shaded ones. Okay. Nice job remembering. So a fraction, is it the whole or is it part of something?
Part of something.
Part of something. The top of the fraction is the numerator, bottom, denominator. The top is the number that you have, right? And the bottom is all of them. Is the denominator just the white one?
No.
No, it is
All
the pieces to make the whole shape. All right, so I have an example for you guys. Are you ready? We're going to use our fraction circles. And we're going to make a fraction. Okay. I'm going to pull these ones out because we don't need those ones, right? Hi. So I'm going to write a fraction on the board, a problem on the board. Okay. Let's erase this one. I'm going to have the red ones. How many red pieces make up the whole circle?
8.
Nice job. 8. 8 make up the whole circle. So on my first fraction, I'm going to have 3. Okay. How many do I have right there, Raya? 3. Thank you. And then I'm going to have another fraction. What's the denominator? If I'm still using red,
8.
what am I going to have?
8.
8. Thank you, Ruda and Maddie and Ryan. 8. But I don't have the whole thing. I only have
4.
this many. Raya, how many is that?
4.
4. Thank you. So where do I write that, Raya? Where am I going to write it? On the top. Thank you. On the top. If I'm adding, I need an equal sign. And then there's my fraction bar again.
The 8 goes in the bottom.
I still have the same number, right? How many do I have? How many is going to make up that whole circle? 8. 8 still makes up the whole circle. It doesn't change. But now I need to put them together. How do I show that?
That's going to be the whole.
So do I move this over?
No, you move.
So I'm adding them from one to the other, right? Well, we have a prediction that it's the whole. Is it the whole?
No.
No. How many is that?
7.
Raya, why don't you count that for me?
1,
Thank you, Rita.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. So I have Rito says 7. Raya counted 7. Do you agree, Maddie? Is it 7? Let's check it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did you guys get the right answer?
Yes.
Did we get the same answer when we added?
Yes.
Right. Because we're moving the pieces that we have from one to the other, we are adding. Okay? Do we need the pieces, or can we just add the numbers we see?
Add the numbers we see.
We could just add the numbers that we see. Okay, so now we're going to try, and you guys are going to do some representing for me, okay? There's yours. Here's yours. Good job, Rito. You have 2 sets. You're going to do the adding on your own. You two ladies are going to put yours together, okay?
You pocket it.
All right, so we're going to use, I'm going to have you guys write the problem yourself this time too. Okay? I'm going to put this on this side so that when you push this over to her, you'll have room, okay? All right, so our first problem I want you guys to represent with your fraction circles is using the green ones. How many pieces are in the green fractions? How many make up the whole?
6. 6.
Nice. You guys all got it right. Thank you. Without even spending the time counting every one. So where does the 6 go on my fraction?
Top. Wait,
The bottom. Good job. I like how you corrected yourself. Thank you. It goes on the bottom because it makes the whole shape. So Maddie, I want you to put 2 on yours, please. Rito, you'll put 2 on your first one. Raya, I want you to put 3 on yours. What goes on the bottom of this one?
6.
6. Yep, still 6.
You want to put 3?
Still takes 6 to make the whole one. So you put 3 on that one. Good job, Raya. Well, what are we going to do?
Add.
We're going to put them together. We're going to add. So what I want you to do is, like I did, take them from one circle and put them onto the other circle to see how many that you have all together. Good job, Maddie and Raya, adding together. And Rito, nice job.
And it's 5.
Raya, do you agree? Is it 5? I have Rito says 5, and Maddie says 5, and Raya says 5. Let's check it on our adding up here, Rito.
Okay.
2,
3,
3,
4,
4, and 5. So I have a 5 on the top. What goes on the bottom?
6. 6.
Because why?
Oh, because you guys keep going. 6 goes all along.
Good
all
job.
the way to the bottom.
Because 6 goes all the way along the bottom. Because how many make up the whole circle?
6.
Because 6 make up the whole circle. So you have the same number, like Rito said, all along the bottom. So I want you to write this problem on the top of your paper. 2 over 6 plus 3 over 6 equals 5 over 6.
So right here.
Yeah. Right here along the top.
So we got to do 2.
I'll get out of your way. Here we go, Raya. Dink. So what's our first fraction? 2 and
6.
go for it.
Is it
Right here.
2?
Yep.
There.
What goes on the bottom? Good. What goes next, Raya?
3.
Good, but we need
The plus.
the plus. Okay. Thank you. Come on. What is it? What's next?
3.
3 over 6. Good job. What's on the bottom? Good. What's here, Raya? Was it equal? Good. Put the line underneath it. Underneath. There you go. And what's on the bottom?
6.
Good. All right, so our next one, we're going to write each fraction as we go. Are you ready? Okay. How many, you have another color there. How many of that color make up a whole?
4. Yep.
4? You see the 4? Good. So where does the 4 go? In my fraction, on the bottom, because it's the whole shape. So everyone, I want Maddie to put on 1/4. Everybody write that on the next section of your paper. 1/4. So 1/4. Right here on the next problem. Right here. Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Just write it here. So Rito, did you make 1/4 on your first one?
Yep. Is it?
Put a line underneath. Good job. And what goes under?
4.
Good. Then what do I need?
Plus.
An addition sign.
Right here? Yeah.
Yep, right there. And then we're going to make another fraction. Raya, I want you to put 1 of the 4 pieces on yours. So everyone write this one, and then Raya and Rito show me that one on yours.
Do you put a plus sign?
You did put a plus sign, good job. And then now you need this. So write it again. Good, so turn that one into a 4. And put a line. And what goes on top?
A 1.
A 1.
Do you put a plus in?
Right here. A 1. There you go. Show me 1/4. Can you put 1 piece on there? We're using the fourths. Remember we counted them? There we go. Awesome. So, I want you guys to do what? What are you going to do with them? What are you going to do with them? You're going to add them together. Add them together. Beep, beep.
2.
Raya, do you agree? Are there 2?
No.
How can I check it? Can I add these?
Yes.
All right, so 1,
2.
2. Did I get the same answer as on my paper, as on my fraction circle?
Yep.
I did. How many pieces still make up the whole?
4.
How many pieces make up the whole?
2.
1, 2,
3, 4.
4, right? This has to have the same bottom. Still 4 pieces make up the whole. Good job. Did you check your answers? Did you write your answer?
Oh.
You answered it, but you didn't write. Gotta write your answer.
Do you put the
Look, Maddie.
equals?
There we go. Yes, you put the equals. Okay.
Down.
All right. So push the fraction circles away from you. Just push them up towards me, and we're going to talk about our learning target. Let's check. Have we done these things yet?
Yeah.
Okay. Are we solving problems using fractions?
Yep.
Yes. You'll know you're successful when you can write the fraction. Have you been writing fractions?
Yes.
Yes. I can add the numerators. Have you been adding the numerators? Which ones are those? The top or the bottom?
Top.
The top. Good job. I can determine, that means figure out, the denominator.
Yep.
Have you been figuring out the denominator?
Yep.
Is the denominator the top or the bottom?
Bottom.
What do you think?
The bottom.
The bottom. Good job. You thought about that. I like how you thought about that. Learning tasks. Have we used fraction circles?
Yes.
Yep. Have we colored a fraction to represent the addition problem?
Nope.
Not yet. Guess what? That's what we're moving on to right now. So let's look at the next one on your paper. What does that first fraction say? Can you tell me what that first fraction says right here? Right, what does this one say? 1/5. 1/5. 1/5. Rito, what does the second fraction say?
3/5.
3/5. Good job. I like how you use the fifths, just like when we're doing decimals. Good job.
5 and
That
5.
TH sound. So now we need to check this out. This one has 1/5 and this one has 3/5. Can't see what a fifth looks like. Let me see. So then this comes down and goes in that way, not that way, and not that way. Okay. Did I do a good job? Did I represent it correctly?
Yep.
Okay. Fifths are hard to draw sometimes. How many should be colored on this one?
1.
1. Does yours have 1 colored?
Yep.
Good. How many should be colored on this one, Maddie?
3.
3, Raya, thank you. Are there 3 colored on yours?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right
And then the answer, you don't have an answer, right? It's already colored, you see? It's already colored. It's already colored. So on the answer, they just gave you a blank circle, right? How do you color the answer?
I messed up. You color 1.
So you color, how many you start with, Maddie?
1.
1. So I come over to my answer and I color 1.
And color 3.
Then Raya, how many are you going to color here?
1, 2, 3.
3. So do I just make it look the same as this one?
No. 1, 2, 3. I got 3.
Do I make it look the same as this one, Maddie?
Mm-mm.
No, I have to do what?
That's 2.
Make sure I color all, how many?
3.
All 3. 1, 2,
3.
3. So let's see, did you guys do yours? You had 1 and you colored 3 more. Good job. So Raya, right here you have 1, right? So on your answer, I want you to color 1 box. And you had 1 and you colored 3 more. Thank you. Good job, Raya. Color, how many more are you going to color?
3.
Color 3 more.
Well, that was like an egg.
All right, so how do I figure out the bottom, Maddie? What's the bottom?
5.
It's going to be a 5 because it still has 5 pieces to make the whole.
It doesn't
And then how do I add, what do I do to the top, Rito?
top. You add it, so that'll be 4.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many do I have if I add 1/5 and 3/5? I have
4.
4/5. Nice job. You did a good job on the coloring. Thank you. I want you to try the next one on your own. Can you try that next one on your own? It's got a lot of pieces, but you can do it. Good job, Ryan. Let's work on this one. So look at these ones. All right, Ryan, let's work. Here we go. Ready? So you had this one from here, right? How many did you have to color? 1, 2, 3. So you have 1, 2. There we go. Color that one more. Because this one is part of this one, right? So the color 1, 2, 3. So you started with 3, right? So here's 1, 2, 3. Then they have to color how many more? 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So color those ones. All right, Raya. So how many do we have now? How many are colored?
4.
4. So that's the top. Can you put it on the top for me?
4.
Good. So how many did you have? 8 plus 3. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you. You can start cleaning up your fraction circles while we finish up over here, okay? All right. So how many were there?
5. Wait.
8.
9, 10, 11.
So how many do you have colored?
11.
Out of how many?
12.
All right. Nice job. Move on to that last one for me. Good job, Ryan. So So how many goes on the bottom? How many pieces are there all together? So let's count them. 1, 5, right? The whole shape is 5.
Okay, so
So you colored how many?
1,
For here, and then here you have, how many do you have colored here?
4,
4. And how many do you have to color for this one?
1.
So color 1 here. So then add.
So gotta put 8 down.
Good. 8 goes at the bottom.
And 4. I think it's 4.
4.
5.
Good job.
Where's my pack? Wait, where's
Nice work on that, Raya. Good work. All right, let's move on to our chocolate fraction.
Yay!
Turn it over to the back. We'll write our chocolate fraction on the back.
If you can move, we can clean it up.
We'll clean them up when we're done. Let's finish our chocolate fraction and review our learning targets, and then we'll finish cleaning. Okay? Can you turn that over for me? All right. We had a whole chocolate bar. How many pieces were on that chocolate bar? There were.
Wait, 11.
You had it. Oh,
12.
12. Nice job. 12. So where does the 12 go?
The top.
It's the
bottom.
whole bar, so it goes on the bottom. Thank you, Maddie. So Maddie, this is your fraction. How many do you have?
12.
No, how many do you have right here in your stack?
1, 2, 3.
3 chocolate bars in your stack.
And
So everybody write 3 over 12. 3 over 12, right? Good job. What sign do I need?
plus
Adding, right? Plus sign. Raya, how many chocolate pieces do you have?
2.
2. So she has 2 out of how many total?
2.
How many is the total of the bar?
12.
12, right? We're going to add 3 fractions. You guys are going to get a challenge.
No.
Rito, how many do you have? Rito, how many pieces of chocolate do you have? 4. How many are the
12.
total bar? Good. Good job. Don't forget your plus sign in between the 2 twelfths and the 4 twelfths.
Right here.
Yep. So on my answer, how many pieces does it take to make the whole chocolate bar?
12.
12. Right, Maddie, do you see it?
Uh-huh.
What is it?
12 from
12.
the bottom.
Okay. To make the whole bar, we needed 12. So now you're going to start at the 3 and we're going to add, right? 3.
4, 5.
Use your touch points and add it up. I'm going to see if you guys can do it.
4. On the top.
So use your touch points. 3.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Write your answer. Good job.
9.
Is that what you got when you added? Good job. Rito, what did you guys get?
9.
All right, all of you got 9. Let's check. 3,
4,
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we had 9 twelfths. Do you guys agree?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's review our learning target and then eat our chocolate, okay? So we had, I can solve problems using fractions. Did we do it?
Yes.
Nice job. Were we successful? Let's check. I can write the fraction.
Yes.
Awesome. I can add the numerators.
Yes.
I can determine the denominator.
Yes.
And learning tasks, I used fraction circles
Yep.
to add.
Yep.
Good. Colored a fraction to represent an
Yes.
addition problem. And you added fractions.
Yep.
Nice job, guys. You may eat your chocolate while you clean up your fraction circles.
Do you want to give one to Raya?
You give one to Raya. There we go. So clean up your fraction circles while you eat your chocolates. Thank you.
Mmm.